When it comes to looking for the best family car here in the Philippines, the Honda BRV has always been at the top of the list with a lot of buyers simply because of Honda's good reputation and the standout qualities that it has over its competitors. Welcome to Project Gentleman, where here we love to talk about the things that help us win in life, and we hope you enjoy this review of the Honda BRV. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Here we go. So the Honda BRV that we'll be featuring today would be the mid variant or the VCVT, which comes at 1,365,000 pesos. Normally, I would recommend the top of the line or the best of the best top spec because that's how you get to enjoy all of the benefits and all of the features of the model. But for this case, the top spec has gone up to 1,460,000 pesos already. So when it comes to that price range of 1.4, I believe that I would recommend the mid variant, which still stays at 1.3 and still remains competitive with its other competitors. So, what do you not get if you just choose the mid variant and not go for the top spec? You basically just don't get the Honda sensing, as they call it. It's just additional safety features and driving aids. Basically, for seasoned drivers, I know that you will be confident just choosing the mid variant for this one, especially that the V variant actually has all of the things that I would need for a daily family car, in my opinion. So that is why the mid variant is the one that I would recommend. I would like to thank our good friends at Honda Cebu. Thank you so much for allowing me to review this unit. Now let's go to the exterior, interior, and the final verdict for the Honda BRV. So underneath the hood is a 1.5-liter CVT engine with 4-cylinder 16 valves, front-wheel drive, and this possibly the best in its class in terms of the power of the engine, which I know a lot of Filipinos love because that simply gives you the peace of mind to go anywhere that you want to go. So right here at the front, you have a very beautiful design. You have LED headlights and LED fog lights as well, which is very good. Very beautiful looking front fascia with a black grille, honeycomb at the front diffuser, and Honda signature chrome line, which matches this white color in my opinion. Let's go over at this very beautiful side profile of the Honda BRV. In my opinion, it looks really unique to its competitors. I love that Honda is approaching this method of showing us a crossover look. So if you own this car, you wouldn't give off that family car or seven-seater look, but rather you're gonna give off that younger or vibrant vibe with this one. So I love this move by Honda. To continue, you have power adjustable and power folding side mirrors, which are good. Silver or chrome door handles. You have a roof rail and that chrome accent below, which is continuous to your very good looking 7-inch two-tone alloy wheels, matched with this beautiful matte black tire cladding, which adds to the sporty or rugged look. Okay, so now what do we have over here at the rear? You have your shark fin antenna, which is good, rear spoiler, reverse camera, and your parking sensors with that very beautiful looking rear diffusers as well. So again, like I said, I'm really loving this crossover vibe of the Honda BRV. In terms of the design, Honda just went with the minimalist really with the sophistication of the design of the Honda BRV, which they have also done both for the exterior and interior. So now let's get over to the interior and see if the Honda BRV matches your taste in terms of the simplicity and the functionality. Okay, here you go. As you can see, very solid vibe as usual with Honda. You have that really solid vibe. That's what I love about Honda cars. So here you have a chrome door handle, plastic, of course, plastic material, this side, and you have this leather quality material over here. You have that silver accent as well at the sides and on this controls for your windows and your side mirrors. Again, power holding, which is what we really want. And then you have a bottle holder right here and some space. All right. Okay, now let's go over to your steering wheel. Very solid. As usual, Honda signature of the thickness. Okay, I guess this will really feel good if you drive this. You won't need a steering wheel cover, in my opinion. And you have your steering wheel controls for your audio and your interface. You have nothing here at the right side because that's reserved for the cruise control and all the other Honda sensing stuff for the top spec variant. Okay, what do you think, guys, of the feel All right. So now let's go to the instrument cluster, mixed analog and digital. It's something that I also prefer. And then you have your controls over here for your amenities and your functionalities for your car. Really nice, guys. I really like the the feeling of riding a Honda car. So here at this side, guys, you only have traction control button. So a quick look over at your dashboard. What you can see right here as a driver really looks minimal and very sophisticated. This is just a bit of a shocker for me. Halogen dome lights, but in my opinion, that also looks good actually rather than the LED one. So yeah, that's my opinion. Now you have this unique setting or unique style with the dashboard of the design of the aircon vents, but you have this 7-inch infotainment display with piano black accents with your aircon controls over here. Still minimalist vibe, very simple and functional. Okay, and then here below you have your USB ports. Actually, you have your output socket as well, where you can access for your devices or your gadgets needs, and then some space here to put your phone or your coins, which is really nice. And then two cup holders. uh, I believe they're big enough. And then right here you have your gear shifter, which is wrapped with leather. I know that really feels good to the hand whenever you shift your gears. That's one thing that you always will do in your car, so that's really good. Then you also have piano black accents here for your gear. Okay, so like they always say, fingerprint magnet, but I don't mind that. Then you have this space over here, which is really nice. I appreciate that Honda gave it to us. And then traditional or manual handbrake. Then for your armrest, you have a leather wrap. It's on the thinner side of in terms of the size, but I believe that's functional. And you have very deep, actually very deep compartment right there underneath. So here at this side for your passenger princess, you have only vanity mirrors and no lights. Okay, so that's good to know. But as you can see, the headliner is black, which I know a lot of people like. And then you have your glove compartment here, which falls very quickly. Okay, nothing special there, just simple. Then a quick look at your side over the passenger seat. That's how you look. Still, very soft quality material over at the sides. You really feel premium on this one. And then quick look at your chairs or your seats, and then height adjustable, and of course you can recline them. Really, guys, this comes with leather seats, so you can't really ask for more in terms of the premium feeling and the sophistication. I really love this car so far. Okay, now let's go to the second row seats. As you can see, still the same quality of the feeling here. Still soft materials used with matched with chrome accents. And then here for your second row seats, a good thing which is you can slide the second row to adjust for your optimal seating configuration. Okay, now let's try. In terms of your leg room, guys, very good amount of space. All right, 5'9", long legs. And I was shocked, of course, here at the second row, you have good amount of headroom. All right, and then your blowers as well for your aircon vents. And then there you go. You have this. At least you have a power socket for your second row seats, but you don't have a place to put your items here at the second row side. All right, and then you also have that tunnel at the middle, which I believe could not be very much doing any harm to your second row passengers. Okay, quality of the leather is really good for the Honda BRV, guys. Now let's go over to your third row. As you can see, I love that it tumbles. Very good amount of space if you're an adult trying to get into the third row. So in my opinion, because of the shape of the BRV, the headroom is a bit challenging, but the legroom is similar with the other competitors. So that's not going to be a problem. You just need to adjust. And then for your third row toys, you have a power socket at the right side, and then cup holder and some space as well. So this is your view if you're sitting from the third row. Very nice, right? So now let's open up the trunk. As you can see, still a manual lift gate, and then you have this kind of cover over here at the top for your things, because I believe this is the way that Honda has addressed that issue in terms of the folding of the seats of the BRV. So when when we try to fold the second row seats, it becomes flat. Okay, so there's the way to fold it. You can see now it folds really really flat. Because if you don't have that like this covering board right here, you will have a challenge with a level surface for your things if you're gonna load up some really tall or long objects. Okay, so if you're gonna slide them down, now you can have a very huge amount of space. Okay, so how do you think that will work for you guys? Let me know in the comments. Do you prefer this, or do you prefer the configuration, the folding configuration of all rows, or I mean the second and the third rows of the other brands? I would love to know your thoughts. So as you can see, this is how it looks like when the second and third row seats are folded. It's really good enough for me, guys. I believe you can load up most of the things that we'll need for this multi-purpose vehicles. So yeah, the Honda BRV looks good to me as a family car. So overall, with a price tag of 1,390,000 pesos, mid-variant Honda BRV V is the way to go if you're still considering about the other brands. But if you really don't care about the brands at all and you just really want the best top spec of the Honda BRV, almost 1.5 million, but you get the Honda Sensing. So I would like to know, guys, if you think that's worth it. Let me know in the comment section below. I hope that this review has helped you with your car buying decision. This has been Ronnie with Project Gentleman, reminding you that when we seek God first and make Jesus the King of our lives, that is when we truly win in life. Thank you for watching and see you in this next video right here. Ciao.